Right, so yesterday we collected this Landrover Defender 110 on an X-Reg, so it's a TD5. Poor old girl's been parked up for 5 years, I believe. Been in the barn, which has helped it a lot. But a typical Land Rover, whoever had it before they parked it up, thought they'd have a little bit of fun with it. Take it across the fields. So it's caped in shit. But it's got lovely providence. It's a one-owner car. It's got 2 keys. It's done about 90,000 miles, I think, just over 90,000 miles. And she is pretty much rust-free. It's a little bit on the cross member, probably just a patch, but yeah, apart from that, the chassis is beautiful. And there's a little dent here, so looks like someone's been ram-raiding cows with it. But we've got a super winch on the front, which is pretty cool. But it don't look too bad, because the whole car's at the minute soaking because the yard's damp as anything. But when it dries, you do see how disgustingly dirty it is. It's got mud everywhere, and it's been used for what it was built for, so it's pretty makes sense, I suppose. But she's tidy in the cab. The other passenger seat's out where they're charging the battery up. But she ain't been started up for 5 years. Put a battery on it yesterday, fired straight up. Run like a sewing machine, run really, really well. So it always helps. That door's locked, so I'll give that one a miss. But basically the project is clean it off. Got to change all the tyres. They're all a bit low anyway. This one's not, they are low. Wheels need painting really, really bad. So I'm going to do a bit of paint work to get all the wheels back in paint, change the tyres. Change that tyre because I think it would pass an MOT, but it might not, so I think we better change it. I'm only joking for the people that ain't got a sense of humour. That tyre is shagged. But apart from that, gotta get the trusty jet wash out and spiv her over quickly, get all the worst of the crap off, then we can see what we're really working with, get her back on the button, battery on her, do the paint, do the tyres, do a few bits of work to her, and we can get an MOT on her and start using the old girl. Right, you might have heard of Trigger's broom with 10 new handles and 30 bloody new heads. Well, this one's got only one handle. It's been welded on about 1,000,000 times off of a cement mixer, so always does the job. Good old machine. Right, so I thought we'd do a little voice over. That's it, that's what I'm looking for, a voice over. The editing app I've got has absolutely terrible songs that I could put in the middle with it. So when you're watching all this video and it has a nice song playing and they're crap, they're depressing and makes you want to, I'm not going to say that, but they are depressing. So we thought we'd do this. I ain't got a clue yet how to fit a good song into it, so I'm still doing that. So I thought I'd do a bit of a recording. But yeah, she's slowly getting there. Underneath the chassis was caked and caked and caked in mud. The bodywork in it was just all dusty and crap and mud splats everywhere. So we're slowly getting around it. The chassis was the worst part, so we had to spend probably about an hour scraping hard mud off. Why people let mud dry? You know, if you go off-roading and something, wash it off after. Well, it's had 2 jet washes, so I said we've been around it twice. I'm trying to wash some of the crap off the inner wings. And believe me, there was some crap. I still had plenty, still got to do plenty. Loads to bloody do. But the chassis is looking a little bit cleaner. And absolutely capered in mud. All in the inner wings, all up there. All the back of the chassis. So it's looking a lot better. Tyres are shagged. I want to get a set of 750 16s on order. They're not cheap, about 600 quid for a set of 5. But we did notice that the cross member showing signs of age, so she's definitely knackered. That's the next bloody job. Where is it? Yeah, it's got old there, so that's got to come off. But the rest of the chassis is brand new, but the rear cross member's knackered. So we've got to change the cross member. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. I don't like welding. I'm not really good at welding, so I'll probably have to get my mate to do it. But yeah, so she's looking a bit tidier in there. There's loads of little bits we've got to do on her. It just looks a little bit better. But next one is to get a soapy bucket and sponge and give it a, it's literally just had a jet wash over, just to wash all the dirt and dust off. So get a jet wash and sponge on it. Get good old fairy, £1.29. Don't use auto gleam around here. Fill the old bucket up. Put plenty in there, get her soaked up. All soaked up and know where to go. Lovely job. Stay tuned. Right, so still been trying to edit a decent video into it without, you know, being a depressing song that's on my editing app, but still no luck. So you got my voiceover back again. So yeah, just chucking a bit of water over it. By this time the weather warmed up a little bit, so it was a little bit nicer. So took me old orange coat off, slowly getting there, washed off, come up a treat. Right, that's the final wash. Literally a proper soapy fairy up liquid. Washed all the dust and dirt off of it. Can't really see a lot. Got to take these signs off, stickers off. They've got to come off with an heat gun. But the paintwork's come up beautiful. Try and block that light out so you can see it. She looks a peach. Quite happy with that. Still need to obviously mop it up, buff it up and whatnot, but it's just come out lovely. It's really honest old Land Rover. Just got to get them stickers off. And once she's got the new tyres on, wheels painted, that bit of plywood taken off the roof racks, it looked crap. She should look proper nice. Yeah. Here's the moment of truth. Is it a Land Rover or is it not? Yeah, she got wet and she's dripping. And a Land Rover out there don't leak when a bit of water touches it. But next thing is to get up to the workshop and crack on with the other work. Right, so before we could get her up to the top and get the cross member off and the tyres on and a bit of wheel paint and things like that, we give her a good valet over, just a quick valet over, just to get her back on her feet and looking smart again. And someone come in and bought her as she was, as a project, because they wanted to sort of do her up a little bit, so we sold her as she was, which is a bit of a shame. Just looking forward to sort of going through it and getting all the jobs done to her. But yeah, so she's come along very well. So this is as far as we was going to go with it, which is nice. To be fair, it saved me a lot of work that I couldn't really be bothered to do. It's always, you know, would have been nice to see it all done when it was finished, but it's a good truck. It's got a lot of good history with her. She's what's the word? She was bought brand spanking new by the previous owner to ferry customers from the airport to his private ski resorts in the Alps, in the French Alps. That's a pretty cool piece of history with her. She's never been worked or towed, so that's really it, really. But it's a shame, but she's sold and off to a new owner, and obviously the owner's now got her, and he phoned me up and said he's super happy with her. So yeah, it's just really good. So that's that chapter finished. On to the next one. Sort of glad as if to go through it all and do all the work, but on to the next one, I suppose. Thanks for watching.